You know, I was thinking the other day, bro. There's like, I don't even know how to describe it. Um, it's really easy for people to think that they're nothing. It's sad, and it fucking irks me to watch it, bro. I talk to a lot of people, and they, believe in something, and it's not themselves. I am in a position where I'm very grateful for what I have, but I wouldn't be if I didn't lose everything. And at one point, to my own device, I had to lose shit on my own. I had to realize these, um, it's, from where I was to now, people believing in me. And, not every day I believe in myself. Not every day I believe in myself. And I wish everyone else would too. Because, like, I look at some of the situations I've been in, and, there's a lot of people who act ungrateful about it. A lot of people are like, they feel like they deserve it. And I think what makes it work for me is, like, in my heart, I don't think I deserve it. It makes me work so much harder. I know what nothingness is, man. I fucking know nothingness so much. And, like, me going through everything I've gone through publicly, and the strength that I've been able to draw from other people is, it takes a smart person to be able to realize that somebody else might be able to help you. It's a very humbling experience to accept that. You have to set your ego and your pride aside. And it's, like, really difficult to accept that. A lot of people don't. They just want to feel, I'll figure it out. Things will happen on my clock. I'll do what I'm supposed to. I'll fucking this. But it don't work like that. It don't work like that. I have zero fucking control over what happens tomorrow. Nothing. And as soon as I learned to accept that, it made my life so much better. It made me strong. It made me relentless. And it made me have a moral code that was different. The second I started looking in this fucking camera or in a mirror, anything, and I stopped blaming other people, it made me realize that, like, it's my world. And I don't mean that in a fucking narcissistic way. I mean that in the sense of, like, I can't see through your eyes and you can't see through mine. I might be an empath. I might understand what you're experiencing emotionally, but I'm not you. You're not me. And, like, there's, like, this, like, there's something inside of us that's, like, instinctual that, like, draws out of us, and we all know the answer to it. And it took me a long time. It took people to bring it to the light for me, and I had to listen. I always knew that I could do something. I always knew that, like, I had the skill set to do something where if you take your understanding of human life and your care for humanity with your articulation and your intelligence, and you turn it into something, it's like when I see it in front of my face, dude, it makes me so emotional. Like I said, I don't deserve it, but that makes me work harder. I don't say that in a bad way either. I just, like, had an interaction today that really opened my eyes about me and what I do, and I am nothing without the people around me. As humans, we crave a sense of community, and for the younger generations like ours, the world is bleak, and we're picking up a lot of the pieces as we go along, but we can't do it alone, and we certainly can't do it without each other. I started listening to people around me that cared about me, that had my best intent, and they're some of the most special people to me in the world, man. And I've had some really bad things happen to me publicly, and I'm very proud of the way I handled some of these situations. I've come a long way. I used to be weak. I used to be feeble-minded. I used to be drawn in by instant gratification. I used to just want the easy way. But then when I realized that like this path that we all have that's in front of us, if we want to be somebody, that means we got to do something different than everybody else. You can walk down that path at 9 to 5 that's already been paved, and you might live a happy life. That might be the life for you, but it's not for me. I know that I was meant for something greater. I've felt it in my soul since I was a child. I always knew it. You fucking people that say main character energy, fuck all that shit. You are the main character. Don't you ever fucking forget that shit. You are the motherfucking main character. If you weren't, you wouldn't be looking through the windows of your soul right now watching me talking about this. You have your own feelings, your own emotions, and those are fucking important. And I wanna say, like, dude, it sounds dumb, but like if I can do it, anybody can. And like, you know, like, yeah, I said this months ago with a smaller following and less going on, and yeah, every day is overwhelming, and like just real life shit and fucking like content shit and like networking. Like, dude, there's a lot that like goes on, and like it's exhausting. Like, can't really get away from it, but I don't want to, because this is like something I love. This is something I'm passionate about. I found what I loved in my life, and I know that it, like, because of the way that I found it, and like, you know, RIP my dad and everything, like I believe that like he's the one that gives me gifts. And I wouldn't be anything if I didn't look up to him. And I think it's okay for people to look up to people. I know I'm like raw in my approach, and I'm a dick sometimes, and like I like to get like, you know, I fucking listen, I like whatever, like, you know what I mean, like it is what it is, dude. Everybody deserves a fucking chance, and I don't care how many chances it takes. From drugs, women, I mean, any evil indulgence you can think of, I've been there, done it, relished in it, and thought that was the way. I remember romanticizing younger, like 21, like I would be like, yo, that like single, like that like old dude with like the salt and pepper hair that like walks into the bar, that like just like sits there and like, you know, he just drinks every night. And like I used to romanticize that in my head, because I was like, yeah, like I'll just live in this self-loathing nonsense, and I'll just die this way because it's glorified in some aspect. I glorified it, and that path led me down a very dark road. I've been in some really bad situations in relevance to that, where, you know, I remember one time, like, you know, I was at a bar and it was late, and like it's like one dude said some like derogatory shit to one of my friends, and I turned a corner because I thought I was gonna big dick it and like walk away, and like I could turn around the corner, fucking dude, fucking just like fucking big ass dude, bro, just checks my ass. And I remember I like went back, and like my girlfriend at the time was behind me, and like one of my other buddies was too. And I went to go confront it, turned the corner on this building, and it got fucking smoked. And in my head, I got up like Goku. I was just like, but I remember that my girlfriend at the time, she's like, it took you a minute to get up. And my eyes were bulging out of my head, dude. I remember I ended up in a fucking neck brace. And I recently got access back to my Snapchat account, and like she hit me up, and like she was like sending me stuff, and I was like, damn, bro. I remember that, and I look at these like times in my life where I was like very clearly weak, and I knew what I was doing, and I just was like, well, I'll be better soon. I didn't get better till I fucking tried. A lot of people just don't fucking try, dude. The worst fucking thing you can do in life, I mean this with my whole heart, is fucking fear failure. If I feared failure, I wouldn't have launched 2 merch stores that didn't sell, like, they sold like 1 piece. I didn't expect anything, I just wanted to try. The first couple of podcasts, fuck that, dude. Didn't work. But then I started branching out, numerous or doing way better. I started to educate myself and make my weaknesses into strengths. Okay, well, what was wrong with this? And then I would spend time studying YouTube algorithms and everything like that. I look at my YouTube channel and I just started focusing on it. But like, I fucking try, I work. I don't just fucking magically have it. Yeah, there's fucking software and shit that helps, like, but you're a dumbass if you don't use it. But like, you still have to know how to do it. You still have to find a routine that works. And it's not even saying that. It's like totally, like, you know, it's working. But like, everything takes time. And a lot of people lack this one very important part of life, dude. One very important part of life. Be fucking patient. It will come. Fail as much as it takes. Success will come. I promise you. There's still a chance I could lose everything, as if I already didn't because of what happened. But I will get it back. And I will make it better. And I will take care of the people I love. And I will be the person I was meant to be. I get very upset about this. Not upset, I get emotional because I care about fucking humanity so much. I can look at a fucking cat, bro, and feel it. It's this like gift. I don't know. I think there's a lot of people like me out there. I had an interaction with an Uber driver today who recognized me, and he was talking a lot about like what was going on. Shout out Prince. And he didn't hear about me through Smash or anything like that. He just saw what I was doing with the message. And I was so humbled by the whole experience. And I was listening to him talk, and he said like a lot of the things I feel, but he said it in a different way. And, you know, we had a good conversation, and he gave me something afterwards, which was fucking insane. So funny. Gave me a fucking box of Justin Jefferson with, it's a mixture of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and fucking Wild Cherry Cheerios or something. And it was the cutest thing ever, bro. And like, I got out of the car and like fucking, it didn't matter about any of that. It was just like, I felt like somebody. And I have fucking, even days like, you know, 2 fucking days ago, I feel like nobody. I'm surrounded by people all the time. I'm talking to people all the time, but I don't know who's trying to use me and who's not. I'm not sure who's there for the right reasons, and I overanalyze things. I know I do. I'm always trying to play 3D chess, and that probably never will change. But I do know that like I can recognize a good heart when I see it, and that dude had a good heart, you know. And like a lot of like people on DO, man. A lot of people on Dream have fucking amazing hearts. And like sometimes it just takes a little bit of fire to get it drawn out of you. But like my purpose is to help. And if I can make a fucking living off of it and help people and like, yeah, once in a while use AI to make a thumbnail or a fucking idea, so be it. The more the merrier, dude. Like I said, bro, it takes a fucking village. It ain't just about me, bro. And I'm so fucking honored, bro. That anybody that like genuinely looks up to me or like looks at me as a beacon of hope, dude, I couldn't imagine anything different than this. And I would like give anything to make anybody understand that. And I really fucking mean it. Like I just, anybody involved, dude, I come up, we all come up, bro. If you guys got ideas, whatever the fuck you want, man. I mean this from the bottom of my fucking heart, dude. My dad will want it. Okay? Very passionate about that. Kobe, my dog. When I first saw him, his first name on the birth certificate was my dad's. And, you know, we all know what happened with that. With me getting a cracked rib and not having a dead dog. I don't even mean, and fuck all that. But what the fuck, dude? Listen. If you doubt me, or if someone doubts you, it ain't about proving people wrong, dude. It's about proving yourself right. But you believe in your fucking heart. And you put your head on that pillow at night, what do you? And it takes a long time for people to realize what that actually is. I'm very grateful I was able to. Thank you. Please stand up for yourselves, respect yourselves, and most importantly, help someone that you know you can. Everyone's struggling. Everyone. Yo. Oh, yeah. One last thing. Don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks. Sometimes it's gonna suck. But if you believe in yourself, your boundaries, and who you are, things will change. It takes time. I don't care if anyone doesn't like tattoos, fucking nail polish, whatever, whatever the fuck I've done. I don't fucking care, bro. You shouldn't either.